This is not a video I really want to make, but I feel like I need to document this. I don't know the significance of how this is all going to affect things in several months, and I'm hoping I can look back on this and see that I've done enough to mitigate this or move past it. But last year, I took on my first couple of contracting projects. I traveled and gave a presentation in Virginia, and I also had the chance to go to Wisconsin and create a video highlighting accessible astronomical concepts for the blind and deaf students of the Wisconsin School for the Blind and the School for the Deaf as well. And then my work in Virginia was really meaningful and fun, and it was a great interaction. I had some great connections with the School for the Blind there. And I really had intended on really taking this into another dimension here in 2025. And I actually am still in the process of putting some things together, so I don't want to divulge too much yet. But one of the projects that I also did last year was I was a remote, I don't know what the official title for this project is, but I was kind of a co-contributor giving feedback on informal STEM education things. So things like museums and exhibits that were needed some guidelines to be developed. And so I worked with another blind individual as well as a couple of people who are deaf and hard of hearing. And I got an email yesterday saying that while we are going to be paid for our work in 2024 because of all the federal freeze and everything, we can't work any further on the project, and it's all just indefinitely paused. And it's made me, at one level, it freaks me out because I'm realizing that if things have any form of a DEI label, they're going to probably go. But in another way, it actually makes me more, I don't want to say optimistic, but what I'm realizing is that my work that I've done and what I've been able to contribute and what I'm set to ramp up with later this year is giving my perspective, my story, and my experience that is separate from any specific things that you have to do. You don't have to implement anything from my experiences. I just want to be able to bring light to them and talk about the importance of accessibility. That may not have a place anywhere as we continue to move forward. And getting this email and realizing that, I'm hoping I get paid for the work that I did last year, but that this as a career option has shifted and is something that may have to change is pretty eye-opening. And like I said, for me, my hope is that later this year I can start being available for hire. I'm still working on some details that way, but as my own contractor. And right now, I don't know what that's going to look like in the next few months, and it kind of freaks me out. I'm not going to say I'm terrified and I think it's all over, but I think acknowledging the seriousness of this situation and the fact that as people, we need to understand each other, and it's not about forcing any specific activity or action as much as, at least to me, it is about giving everyone the same access to the same things. And if I'm not, there's a lot of things going on right now about the qualifications of someone, they should be hired because they're good at a job, not because of any, DEI initiatives. And to that I say, I half agree with you. I think I should have the same opportunities as anybody else, and assuming I'm qualified, I should have the same opportunity to work a job as anybody else. Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm not qualified. And sometimes those two things get lumped into the same box where there is an assumption of lower expectations for marginalized people. And while I'm not an innately political person, I just need to say that as long as you're qualified, you should be able to do any job that you are capable and willing to do. And that doesn't matter where you come from, what you look like, or what your abilities, religion, sexual orientation, race, gender, any of those things are. I don't think we should be going out of our way to hire specific people just to check a box. And I'm trying to say this carefully because I think having a diverse workforce, which is something that I'm really lucky to work in right now, is really valuable for the kids that I work with because our kids are diverse, the staff is diverse, And that allows for a variety of perspectives and insights on life. And I think that's really important. But I'm not here to tell you that that is some agenda that we all need to adhere to. And I think that's what's being put out there so often. But realizing that my own potential for contracting and making this into a career, which is something I was really taking steps for, and I'm still going to move forward with those things. I will keep you guys updated on what that looks like as I move over the next few months. I just had a graphic designer work on some things for me that should be able to get put out there pretty soon. And I might be doing some things for the channel here, so stay tuned that way. But I don't know. This is just kind of my stream of consciousness on the current state of, I guess, DEI and my potential to further my own career. These things are complicated. I don't think there's one answer. I just feel like the way things are right now is challenging. And the way I'm feeling right now, I suppose, is that I need to rise to that challenge. I need to challenge the way things are, and I need to keep moving forward with my plans to continue doing contract work and to continue putting myself out there. Whether or not that actually happens, I don't know. And I'm hoping I can look back at this video in a few months, and while it's not fun, I'm hoping I can look back and say, well, it worked out for the better. And I don't know, there's not really a point to this. I just wanted to put it out there. So thank you for watching and for the recent support on the channel. We did just pass 300 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. Thank you all for checking out what I do and listening to me ramble. If you have any questions, comments, queries, theories, concerns, or anything else, please don't hesitate to put them in the comments, and I will see you soon. Peace.